Hi everyone, we're going to go ahead and get started. So you're going to need your book open to page 102, and it should look like this, okay? I'm going to actually zoom in so you can see just a little bit better. There we go. All right, so I'm going to put 1 minute on the clock, and you are going to try your best just to read these words. You're going to whisper read these words. You're going to start from left to right, and if the time continues, so if you get through these 4 rows and the time is still not done, I want you to put a check and then start over. Okay? And you're going to keep going. You are only going to stop when I say stop. So, I'm going to put 1 minute on the clock, and you are going to continue reading until I tell you to stop, okay? When I say stop, I want you to circle the word that you stopped on. All right? Put your finger or your pencil under the first word, and we can get ready in 3, 2, 1, go. Stop. Go ahead and circle the last word you read, and make sure you circle the number of checks or the number of times you were able to read that. Okay? All right, so we're going to put this to the side for now. You are going to need like a whiteboard of some sort, or even just a pencil, but I like to use a whiteboard. That way I can just erase it when I'm done. Okay? So this is going to be my whiteboard for today. I'm just going to make sure I have good. There we go. All right, so I'm going to start with my whiteboard, and what I want you to write on in the middle of your word first, you can write duct, duct, D-U-C-T, duct. Now, as we've been working, as we've learned, I believe it was the lesson before, we started with this word duct. Now, duct can be spelled D-U-C-T. It can be spelled D-U-C. Actually, let's go ahead and write that as well. And then it can also be spelled D-U-C-E. And I'm going to just tilt this a little bit so it's more centered. There we go. Perfect. Okay. Now, so we have duct, duck, and deuce, depending on the word, right? So we're going to place it right in the middle. Now we're going to go ahead and grab our prefix cards, okay? Make sure you share with your partner if you have them. If you don't have these green prefix cards, you can always just write them. But I have these prefix cards, and we have sub, in or im, x, dis. I also have d, con or com, and then I have trans. Okay? So those are your prefix cards. Those go before this, okay? Now, we're going to work with our suffix. And since our prefix go at the beginning of the word, our suffix go at the end, okay? So we have the red cards here. Put them all here. We can use. Perfect. All right, and those are my suffix cards. And what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and try and use a prefix and a suffix to create a new word using either duck, or deuce, right? So let's go ahead and try here, okay? I'm going to try and build a word. For example, I'm going to take this one. I'm going to try take that prefix, okay? Con or com. And I'm actually going to put, I'm going to focus on the con. So conduct. Conduct. That's actually a word. But I want to go ahead and put a suffix in it as well. So I'm going to take this. Conductive. I have conductive. I've created a new word. Now, I have conductive, okay? Now, I want you to try and use these prefixes and these suffixes to create maybe 2 new words, okay? Once you have your words and you are ready, I want you to go ahead and write them down right here, okay? As you can see, this is the word that we just worked on, conductive, and then you have 3 more spots. But I would like you to try at least 2 new words. Okay, go ahead and pause the video so you can do that. All right, now that you're back, we're going to go to page 103, which is just right on the next page, okay? But I'm on page 103, and we're going to go ahead and do our sound spelling mapping. Now, remember, these are the words that I'm going to give you a word, and each box is going to be 1 sound, okay? So you're going to make sure you only put 1 sound in each box, which is why after I give you the word, we're going to break it up and see how many boxes we're going to need. Okay, so for example, let's go ahead and start with the word be. The word is be, okay? Now the word be as in I would like to be there tomorrow. I would like to be there tomorrow. So I'm going to go ahead and break up my word. I see b, e, b. I see 2 sounds. So I'm going to put 2 dots. Now I want you to spell be. Very good. Next one is try. Your word is try. Now, I'm going to break up the sound so you can hear the letters. It is t, I, try, try. So I have 3 sounds. T, I. Now focus on how these are open syllable sounds. They're ending with that vowel sound, which makes that vowel be a long vowel sound. Right? Next one is huge. The word is huge. That elephant is huge. Huge. Okay? Huge. Now, I will give you one clue here. Huge. Okay? It has that long vowel silent E. Your next word is fly. Your word is fly. I, fly. All right. Now, this next word, I just want you to keep in mind that sometimes the ED sound, the ED as in it already happened, that suffix ED, is sometimes sounds like a T, like a t, after an unvoiced sound. Okay, that's your clue for number 5. So the ending ED, so that suffix ED is pronounced as t after an unvoiced sound. All right, so your word is pressed. Pressed. Okay, I pressed my finger on the button. Pressed. Pressed. Okay, pressed. And number 6, your last word is me. Your word is me. Come sit by me. Me. All right? So go ahead and do those, right? All right, now we're going to practice finding words with the open syllable type like we were learning. I'm going to have you go back in your book to page, let me see what page this is going to be in your book. It is, page 99. Page 99, here it is. Okay, so you should see, there you go, perfect. Now you can see it. All right, here is page 99. All right, so let's look at the title of this passage, okay? So put your finger under the title of the passage. The title is here, okay? The word A has the word A has one vowel letter, A, obviously, okay, and it has no consonants after. Remember, although the word A is most often pronounced with the schwa sound, so that sound, it still has an open syllable. Okay, so I'm going to make the open gesture and underline the line. So this is so it's open. So my open hand is my open syllable, and I'm going to underline the word. Okay, so we have the underlined word there. Now, I need you to help me find more words to underline. When I go through it, show me the open gesture when you see a one syllable, so that means there's only one vowel sound, one syllable with an open pattern, and I'll underline it, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and read, and I need you to underline those open syllables, okay? All right, so let's get started. Taking a trip in the sky, all right? I know they're already underlined, but I really want you to focus. And actually, I would actually like you to highlight that that vowel sound at the end, okay? At the end of that syllable, okay? So that's what I want you to do. I'm going to go ahead and read it, and I will emphasize that sound so you can hear it. And what I want you to do is to highlight that open syllable sound, all right? All right, let's get started. Taking a trip in the sky. Have you been on a trip in the sky? It reduces the time to go to places far away. My advice is to take to the sky and fly on a plane when you need to go to a place quickly. If you opt to fly and not drive, there are a few things to plan. I try to plan at least 2 or 3 weeks before I need to fly. Why do I plan so far before I fly? I plan so that I can go on a flight that matches the times I want to fly. Flights leave at many times. After I choose the flight, I look at the seating choices on my plane. I try to spy a seat in the first few rows of the plane by a window. On the day of the flight, be ready to produce your ticket and board the plane at least 1 or 2 hours before it takes to the sky. Do not be late. There is no way to stop the plane. All right, so I'm going to continue reading it. So I'm just going to adjust my screen here. I'm going to continue reading the second part, and I'm going to emphasize that long vowel sound again as I read. Now I want you to underline, okay? We're not focusing on highlighting that long vowel sound or that open syllable, but I want you to underline the word, okay? All right, let's get started. So we left off right here, right? Okay. It will frustrate you and can make you cry if you miss it. So always try to be on time. Once you are on the plane and starting to fly up into the sky, it is time to be still. Here. The pro who conducts the flight will talk to you over the speakers. He or she will try to update you on the status of the flight. Being high in the sky on a plane may cause your ears to hurt. If you sit by a little kid, you might hear them cry. Little kids don't know how to yawn big or chew gum to stop the pain. After you land, it may be a while before you exit the plane. You may need to sit and wait. When it is time to go, try to be kind to those who may be slower than you. I hope you will take a trip in the sky soon. Reduce your time and go to exciting places that are far away. All right, very good. All right, thank you.